here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? You know, this is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest, you know, places of your heart. You know, there's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? And, you know, I really do believe that, because, you know, what is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. It's like showing up at the Masters every year. It's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? Why do I want to win the Open Championship so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to get to the next week, and it's going to be like, hey, you won 2 majors this year. How important is it for you to win the FedEx Cup playoffs? And it's just like, we're back here again, you know? So we really do. We work so hard for such little moments, and, you know, I'm kind of a sicko. I love putting in the work. I love being able to practice. I love getting out to live out my dreams. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just don't understand the point. It doesn't really change year by year. You know, I don't look at wins and losses or stuff like that. I don't sit down at the beginning of the year and say I want to win X number of times. I want to win this many majors. I want to win this many tour events. That's not something that I do. That's not something that works for me. You know, I have some dreams and aspirations that I'm always striving towards. But at the end of the day, I try to stay present. I try to practice hard each and every day. And I feel like for me, when I start looking too far into the future, I think I'm a bit of a procrastinator. That's how I always was in school. And so if I wanted to look at my career and say I want to win, let's say 5 majors, you know, I think sometimes when you're a human, you just have that invincibility where you're like, I'm just going to play professional golf my whole life. Like, this stage is never going to end. But, well, you know, ultimately it's not, and I'm only going to be doing this for a finite amount of time. And so what works best for me is just to stay present, continue to put in the work, and, you know, just trying to get the most out of myself each day.
Isn't that amazing? The most important thing that made Scott successful is staying present, doing what needs to be done, because he said if he goes in the future where it doesn't exist, he thinks about it, he procrastinates about it, because you're thinking about what you need to do, and you can atone to this. You're thinking about what you need to do, and by thinking about it, it makes you tired just thinking about it, and you judge the situation, and you end up probably not even doing it, because you're looking at what you need to do. You get this thrill from winning and being number one, and you have to continue chasing that thrill to make yourself happy, because this is what most people are chasing. The feel-good moment, and the feel-good moment just lasts for a second, and then you're miserable again. You're not even happy. It's not even a feel-good moment. It's a lot. But you understand that that's not the all be and that's not the end, because that won't fulfill you, because you'll get a sense of fulfillment for a second, then it's gone. You have to chase something else. So he understands